All right, it is that time, guys. It is that time. Let's get started. Are you ready to shoot? Because I'm ready. Are you ready? Okay, get settled. Let's go. Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Yes! Now, before I get started, I do want to first send my condolences to those who lost their loved ones because of the floods in Durban. And to those who have marked themselves safe, I am very glad that you are. Now, I had meant to do an introduction video where I was going to explain who I am, where I'm from, what I'm about, and why I started this channel and what you should expect from it. But due to the sense or the nature of the urgency that you need for me to answer all your questions as posted on in the comment section of the campaign video that I did for this channel, you guys need me to respond to those as quickly as I can. So I've decided that I'm going to do a two-part video. Two parts to this video where I'm going to do an introduction, very brief, as well as get into how to apply to teach English in South Korea. All right, so I am Buhle Mbola. I am from Durban, and I'm also a UKZN graduate, like I imagine most of you may be. I graduated for my undergrad in 2016. I had majored in criminology and drama. Absolutely love criminology. I get a lot of questions about how that makes sense, how that combination makes sense, but it really does to me. I love both and I chose both. So yeah, that was my undergrad. I then did my honors the following, in fact, I completed my degree in June. So I started my honors from June to the second semester of the following year. And I only did e-honors because I was scared to jump into the real world, and I was scared what if I don't get a job, which it turned out I didn't. So after I did my honors, well, in actual fact, I haven't finished my honors because I've yet to do e-research. Once I've submitted my research, which I plan to do next semester to graduate in April next year. And I tell you this because I think that if I put it to the universe and I work towards it, it's really going to happen. So my goal is to graduate for the third time next year, April, for my honors. So yeah, I didn't finish my honors and then went to Joburg after that to pursue an acting career, a career in the media industry basically. And that didn't work out because Joburg, guys, wow, Joburg is ifuna abantu abawomeleyo, and I turned out to angomelananga. So I came back, and when I came back, I then finally gave in and decided to do EPGC, which my mom had been telling me to do in fact, right after my first degree. So yeah, so then I did my PGCE in 2018. I completed that, and I had meant to graduate on the 6th of April, but I didn't because I was already here. I came here beginning of February. So this is how the story came about, me coming here. During the course of my PGCE, I remember I was driving. I don't have a car, by the way. I wasn't driving. My dad was driving me to campus. And I think this was the day that we were going to submit our TP files for the second semester. So my dad said to me, you know, my friend from his colleague, Utina, he said to me, yes, Utina, Singanza are in Dubai. They're working there. And I said to him, okay. Oh, and then he said, they're in Dubai, they're working there. One is a teacher, one is in the hospitality field. And so he gets to travel to Dubai very often, at least every 6 months. And I said to him, okay, so imagine now if we get to buy it. And he said to me, yeah. And I was like, okay. So basically the idea to teach abroad came from that conversation, me driving to campus with my dad. And so I went on Google and I started Googling teach English abroad, and a whole list of countries came up. And amongst those was South Korea. South Korea ranks top 5 of the best countries to teach English in for many reasons and benefits, which I have yet to talk about in the course of this video. Right, so this is the part where you pick which country speaks to your goals and your concerns. You know what you expect of the country that you plan to teach in. So this is the part where you are very, very picky. You're very specific as to which one you're going to go for. Now, when you have selected which country when you've decided rather which country you want to teach in, your next move is going to be you're going to then Google next teach English in that country. You're going to type teach English in South Korea. So that's what I did. Now, for those who have, if you're here watching this video, I'm guessing that you have decided or have thought of teaching in South Korea, which is where I currently am. So I've saved you the process of going online and looking up which programs to apply through. So there are 2 programs. One is called EPIC, which stands for English Program in Korea. Then the second one is TALK, Teach and Learn Korea. These are the 2 websites these are the 2 websites I am directly referring you to. These are the websites you would find if you go online and are very thorough about the legitimate programs to apply through if you want to teach in South Korea. And so I firstly want to talk about EPIC. EPIC is for people who have graduated and have their certificates. So if you're owing fees and you don't have an original copy, or at least, in fact, a minimum of 2 original copies for your degree certificates, you are not going to make it through EPIC. Then the second one is for the second years and people who have not graduated for their degrees or diplomas. So these are people who only have an academic record at this point. And now, when you're applying, it's very important that all your documents are originals. They want originals. And not only that, you need to still get your documents apostilled. When you apostle documents, it means you authenticate. Okay, guys, you just verify your documents, okay? You apostle them. Now, you can get them, if you are in South Africa, you apostle them in Pretoria, somewhere in Pretoria. The details of how to apostle. At this point, in actual fact, I want to say it is very, very, I really cannot stress this enough. You need to go on either one of these websites that I've spoken or shared with you. You either go on EPIC or TALK, depending on where you qualify. But of course, you're still welcome to look at both and see if I'm correct and if you can't push your way in one or the other, or the one that you want to apply through or for. So, I lost my train of thought. So yes, you get your documents apostilled, and now this is the process of applying. You read through at least have an understanding of 80% of the website. And I say 80% because many of the things that are included in the website is information that you're going to need when you are applying. So when you're filling your application form, most of the questions there have been answered in the website. So it's very, very important. And not only for that reason should you go over the website thoroughly, but you should also go over it so that you understand that this is really what you want to do. You don't want to get into something and not know what the program is about, and not know how people are doing, and not know how much money you're going to make from that program, and not know how much time you're going to be teaching, and not like, you need to have a very clear understanding. You need to be very intentional, like I said in the campaign video that I posted. So you go over the website, you understand everything about the website, and when you feel that you finally understand at least 80% of it, you will then see where to apply, how to apply. Now it'll tell you that because again, I don't think I've mentioned this before, but South Africa is one of the 7 countries in the world that these programs are exclusively available to. So amongst the other 6 are the USA, UK, Ireland, New Zealand, and I forgot what the other one is. So the programs are exclusively for South Africans and the 6 other countries that you will see yourself in the website. And also, if you're watching this video and you're not from South Africa or any of the countries that I've mentioned, you can, if you can prove that you have at least studied English in these countries that are allowed to apply. For instance, let me make an example. So if you are from Zimbabwe, but you moved to South Africa when you were like in primary school, so you studied in South Africa in primary school and in high school, then you apply as long as you can prove that you went to an English medium school, and now this point applies to all of us, whether you live in South Africa or not, whether you qualify or not. It is very important that you should have gone to an English medium school. And one of the requirements for the documents is that you're able to prove with letters from your schools that the school was an English medium school and that you studied in that school for the duration of this year to this year for primary school. So I went to my primary school, which was Spearman Road Primary School in Sydenham, Durban. And so they gave me a letter, and you get a template. The template is you get a template somewhere between the agency or the website, the program rather, that shows you so you get a template for how to compile your documents. So you need a letter from your primary school and your high school confirming that you went to that school from this year to this year and it was an English medium school. So I also went to Pinetown Girls in Pinetown, Durban, and I got a letter from them as well that confirmed that I'd gone to the school. And then you need this is the most important part. This is the most crucial part. You need to get your passport ready. Like, get your passport ready. And most importantly, I would say run to SAPS if you are in South Africa. Run to your police department and get your fingerprints done, your police clearance. That is the first thing, because that takes about 2 months. And if you are like me and you're not very prepared, I'm a para. I am advising you, run to the police station and apply for a police clearance, because if you don't do that and you find that you run out of time because you cannot trust the government to fast pace your documents for you, you're going to pay money like I did, because my police clearance was not ready in time and I needed it before I left. So I ended up paying the lady who you will come to know of later on, Unoma, who will help you apostle your document. She will charge you, my friend. I'm not even kidding. She will charge you. So if you do the documents yourself, it's going to cost you way less than if you get Unoma to do it for you for imali shisiwe. So yeah, I've spoken about a police clearance, a passport, your letters from primary school and high school confirming that you went to an English medium school, and you need to get your degree certificates or your diploma. And if you don't have those, you need to have academic records. Now here's the thing, this now applies to I think both, but more specifically to the people that want to apply through Talk. Your academic record needs to be from your campus, from your university or from your college. Now what I mean when I say this is this. It needs to be printed. It needs to be original documents, first of all. It needs to be original documents. It needs to be, and you need 2 of those if I'm not mistaken. You need 2 of those. It needs to be original documents. It needs to be put in an envelope by your campus, and it needs to be stamped again by your campus, right? And sent back. So basically what they want is that they want to assume that you have not seen or touched or messed with that documents. They want to know that it's from, and if it should ever come out that you somehow did something fraudulent with those documents, you will not be held responsible, because they are assuming that if it was from the campus, then that's the original, and it's not fraudulent at all. So the documents must be from your university or from your college. It needs to be sealed by them and stamped by them. So what I did was, of course, I did it in that way as well, but I didn't trust my campus to send the documents to Cape Town for me. I went myself. I collected the academic records. I put it in an envelope. I just got my campus to stamp it, and then I took it to the post office and I sent it myself to Cape Town. Now, when you're sending your documents, you send them to Gold Key Education in Cape Town if you are in South Africa. And you're going to send some documents through to to Pretoria for apostling. So yeah. Now I want to speak about what if I don't have a teaching qualification. If you don't have a teaching qualification, I did say in the comment section of all of the videos that I posted that it's okay. You should just come subscribe. I said every question that you had, the answers would be shared with you here on this page. And now that you're watching, I am here to give you all the juice that you need. So you will do a TEFL course, which will basically be training for you to learn how to teach English in a foreign country. And the advice that I have for you to teach when you're picking your TEFL course, because I know that that you'll find a lot of courses. If you just Google them yourself online, uzothola 10,000, and I don't think that's what you want. So the advice that I will give you is that you go on to a website called Coupang. It's spelled Coupang. Now Coupang, in this website, they always have specials for TEFL courses. So instead of going to a course that's going to charge you 10,000, you want to go to Coupang that will charge you about 400, 500. And you need a minimum of, I think, 100 hours, if not 120. And I didn't have to do a TEFL course because I already had a PGCE. So those that have PGCEs do not or may not need to worry about a TEFL course because you are already a teacher. So again, I want to stress, if I haven't said it before, I want to say it now and say it again and stress it, that everything that I say here is just basically a brief description of your process applying. But I do urge that you look to the websites that I've shared for everything. Like, the website is very clear. It's 100% accurate. And I also want to say, what are the points that I have here? So when you're applying, you go to a website called Gold Key Education, which is based in Cape Town. They will send you an application form. In fact, I think at this point you can find an application form yourself somewhere between the program and the agency, and you fill that form. It's about 20 pages long, but it's so easy. Let me know in the description box below if you want to know more about how to fill that form. And once you've submitted that form, that asks for your documents as well. You send all your documents, and once you've sent all your documents, they will then prepare you for your interview, which will be done through Skype. That you will pass. I assure you that you will pass. Like, I was told that I would pass, and I was like, but what if I don't? No, you will pass. If you have, they will prepare you very, very well. And basically, after all of that has been done, you will get an interview slot. You do that. I would advise that you do that early in the morning, but I'll talk about the interview as well much later on. If you are interested, I think you are most definitely interested in the interview questions and how to pass, but you will be prepared. But an extra help goes a long way as well. And basically after the interview, they will send you your contract. You submit, you sign that, you print copies and you sign them, you send them to your embassy with your application form for your visa. That comes back. At this point, I'm assuming that your parcel documents will be on their way. And basically, after you have sent, when you receive your contract, and you know that your visa takes about 3 to 5 business days to get sent back to you, to get ready for you to pick up. So yeah, that's basically the process of applying. And then you're ready to book your flight as soon as you have been called. As soon as you receive a call from the embassy to say that your visa is ready, you're ready to book your flight and come to South Korea. So yeah, I hope that this was very helpful. I'm very glad that you have done the first steps you have towards pursuing your career as a professional teacher in South Korea. I am here to help answer all your questions because I've been through the process, and like I said, I showed you that it's very simple. It just takes time, and it takes intention, and it takes doing, and it takes having faith. So yes, I will speak to you more later, guys. For now, let's just worry about familiarizing ourselves with the website and completing the application form. So yeah, thank you for watching.
Hey guys, hey,